Here's an update on my current weight loss journey.
I need to relax. I'm like...
So let's start at the very beginning.
When I was in primary school, I was relatively active because my CCA was netball. So I really enjoyed that. I loved the training. I was really active, but I've never really truly felt like uncomfortable with like my body image and myself until I reached the age of 10 years old. I remember specifically going to a holiday trip with my family in Sydney, and I looked at myself and I genuinely felt so ugly because that was the first time where I truly felt really heavy and I was not comfortable with my body. I remember my sister bought this like fitness workout videos, and one of them is the Cindy Crawford, and I remember the workout specifically. It's kind of like a body weight aerobic or like HIIT workout. I had no idea what those things were, but that was the CD that I reached out to all the freaking time whenever I had a bad body image day, or whenever I felt like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad about my body, I just want to lose weight, I want to be slim and skinny. That's the go-to video that I follow along, and I had no idea what it did. I just wanted to lose weight and be skinny. And then moving to secondary school, where I was 13 to 17 years old, I did join netball, but I did not continue. I kind of just like dropped out, I guess, in a sense. I did feel really self-conscious about my body image. Like, yeah, you get teased. They were just, you know, being kids, I guess, just like making fun of you. But I would be lying if I said it didn't affect me. I remember I wasn't active. I wasn't really eating properly. Like, I was just eating whatever, you know, my mom was cooking, or when I was outside, I'm with a group of friends, like, oh, we would eat fast food all the time. And you know, it's just so normal for you to go out and eat fast food and just like not do any activities. So back then, like, I had no idea anything about health, fitness, wellness. All I thought was, oh, if you want to lose weight, you just eat a freaking salad and do tons and tons of cardio, which I feel like a lot of people went through that phase. I remember saving up my money and going to the nearest 7-Eleven at my house just to buy the Shape magazine, because I just needed that sense of like motivation, just to look at like a picture and be like, okay, like I want that body type, you know, she looks so great in her bikini. And I would read all these like tips and advices, and I wouldn't actually really apply it to my life because I was so young back then. I would have those magazines in my room and I would just like flip them through. If you think about it now, like, probably people will go through Instagram and TikTok and see their favorite like social media influencer and just like be inspired by their bodies. But at least now there's information out there, there's videos. But back then it was just magazines and I was just flipping through, and some things I just don't understand, you know. Moving on to like after I finished secondary school, my fitness and health back then was kind of just non-existent. All I knew was just to go jogging, and that's pretty much it, or just do like follow along YouTube videos. But it wasn't until late 2018 where I was severely overweight, and when I say severely overweight, I really ballooned up. I was living with my sister at that point of time, and she was like telling me like, do you want to weigh yourself? Because we were talking about, you know, wanting to lose weight and get healthy and fit. Truth to be told, I was actually kind of scared to see the actual weight number.
So my sister thinks it's a good idea to step on the weighing scale.
It's a great, awesome
It's
idea.
not.
Okay.
At night, you're supposed to. The most accurate is in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like censor the number. Oh my god!
Tak lah. You have to stand properly straight.
That's a lie, right?
I think it's a lie. Step properly. Like, get out.
And I just remember my sister just jokingly say to me like, congratulations, 3 more kilos and you're on the way to 100. Yeah, I was laughing, but honestly I was really scared, because looking back at like my family history of like, you know, the kind of illnesses that they get, that was really scary. I was just in a phase of my life where I really needed the change, because I was getting really breathless when I go up the stairs. I couldn't even do a proper squat because my knees feel like it was about to like pop off, which was really bad. So I decided to make a change, you know, with whatever I knew at the point of time. I would just go jogging at night.
We just finished running up and down the hill 4 times on a Monday night. Hopefully when I look back next time on a Monday night, I won't be panting and feeling like bleh.
The only thing I knew about fitness at that point of time was that I just needed to do cardio to lose weight. When it came to nutrition, I was just really bad at it. I go through this vicious cycle of like eating something really healthy and clean, and I would kind of just like mess it up with like, oh, like I ate a cupcake or like a donut or whatever, and I would just blame myself for not having any self-discipline or any resilience. And I was just like, you know what, since I ruined my day with a donut, fuck it, let's just binge eat with all this like unhealthy stuff. Like, what's the point? I really had to acknowledge that because it went on for quite some time. Now looking back at it, I do think that I had some sort of like emotional binge eating issue, because I remember if I ended work early, I would basically just walk around like the basement of shopping centers where there's like a lot of food shops open. Like I would buy sushi, or buy a slice of pizza, I would buy like a donut, and I'll just sit in my room and just eat, to a point where I felt like I wanted to puke. And it was really bad. I didn't seek any help. I remember at that point of time in my life, I was just binge eating. I was just like such an emotional eater, and I was kind of like feeling that void inside of me with just eating food. And it's not just any type of food, it's like processed foods. It's fun to have this kind of foods once in a while, but I was having it all the freaking time just so that I could feel the void inside me, which was really bad. So when I was severely overweight, like almost a road to 100 kilos, it was like the end of 2018. And when 2019 started, I just moved into a new place, and I kind of just did not prioritize my fitness or anything like that. It was kind of like led astray, and that year was like a super shitty year for me. If I'm being honest, it was like a dark time in my life. So mentally, I was just not doing well, so let alone like physically. And I paid no attention to my health, even though deep down I knew that, you know, I was so overweight, so unhealthy. I needed to do something, but I just didn't do anything about it. And instead I just like felt sorry for myself, and I knew that I was in a victim mentality kind of mode, and I needed to get myself out of it. Throughout like half of the year, I kind of like had a realization, you know what, enough is enough, and I really need to do something. I needed to change. So again, I went through like, you know, the only exercise I knew how to do is just to go jogging. So, and funny enough, going through like my nightly jogs, it just makes me feel so much more calmer. It's almost like in a meditative state. You get that, what do they call it, like a runner's high? It's almost like in a flow state where, you know, you're actually really enjoying the run. I was still really bad in the nutrition part, and I just didn't really know what to eat in order to fuel my body. I had no idea about macros, like how much protein I should eat, you know, and all those kinds of things. But I was in a phase where I was really obsessed with Medical Medium. If you don't know about him, he's very famous about his famous celery juice. And I remember at the point of time, I just couldn't afford celery every single day. So I did another juice, which is a cucumber juice, which is just as good as celery juice. And I remember drinking and making it like every single day, almost actually. It has a lot of benefits, and I remember just kind of like discovering and exploring and learning about the different types of like foods and nutrition. And slowly I kind of like knew what I needed to do, but I wasn't actually really doing it. Fast forward to 2020, that's when the pandemic happened, and I remember during lockdown, the only thing that I looked forward to was to work out. Prior to that, actually in the beginning of 2020, I was already like watching a lot of fitness YouTubers and just following like certain fitness influencers and kind of like learning and watching their videos. I really loved Heba Ali from Evolve Nation, and I love Natasha Ocean. Like, she has a lot of nice like HIIT workout videos, and during the lockdown, like her videos are the ones that I actually go to do my workouts. Like, I would wake up in the morning and be like, okay, I need to do her HIIT workout. Like, she has tons of HIIT workouts on her YouTube channel, and even though I wasn't fit, my form was probably way off, but I was just looking forward to it, and it really helped my mental health because it was really something that I look forward to do every single day. I was moving my body and I was sweating, and it just makes me feel better after that. There are some days where actually I feel like, oh, I just don't really want to move, but at the same time, because you're in lockdown, you're basically not going out the house. I was like, you know what, like, you've been like not moving, you need to move. Slowly my mindset kind of just changed, and just being in a lockdown state, I feel like I kind of just changed my whole mindset about health entirely. Because first of all, you know, during the pandemic, like, I really realized the importance of like, okay, I really need to be healthy and I need to be fit. And it's so funny how it took a fucking pandemic for me just to, you know, realize that health is important when actually I knew it all along, but you never see the severity of it until you face this type of thing happening. I remember just thinking to myself like I needed to change my mindset and I want to age gracefully. That's the thing, you know. I don't want to be 60 and be complaining about my back and just thinking like, oh, I can't walk, you know, I need like a walking stick. Like, I don't want that. I want to be able to walk and run. Who knows, I might have a family of my own, and that's something that I look forward to in the future. So I really want to, you know, just be healthy. During the lockdown, I did those like home workout exercises, and when we could actually go out, I would go out and just do jogs or walks and also do bodyweight workouts. I was really shy to do bodyweight workouts outdoors at first, but I thought, fuck it, you only live once anyway, so just do it. And I would normally do it in the evenings. To me, I have this mentality of like, if it's in the evening, it's dark, like no one can see me. But actually in reality, no one really cares about like what you're doing outside. People will just stare for a while and be like, okay, whatever, I'm moving on, you know. They're not just gonna sit there and watch you work out the whole entire time. I kind of like grew that confidence of like working out alone outside, especially doing bodyweight workouts. It feels really empowering in a way because I feel strong. People were talking about lifting weights and, you know, incorporating like functional training, which is basically like also using weights as well. And I did not have any weights. I remember ordering it online and it had like a 1 month back order because it was lockdown. Like probably everyone and their grandmother is like buying weights. I bought myself my first pair of like 5 kilo hexagon dumbbells, and I was so excited when it came through because I was like googling like exercises on like what to do with the dumbbells, and you know, I was learning about RDLs, I was learning about like doing snatches. Even my form was really shit. I had to go through all these things so that I could learn, and that's when I discovered Heba Ali's Evolve Nation, where she started this challenge in September of 2020, where it's a 30-day challenge. You basically run a mile every single day. There are different workouts throughout the week, and you know, you get to communicate with the community and engage with her. And I thought that was a really great start for me to kind of like hold myself accountable. And throughout the whole challenge, it's so nice because I get to meet like different people from all over the world, and you know, we're like really supportive with each other. And also it's just really nice to have like a community with like-minded people and just have like similar goals, you know. Throughout that, I actively started losing weight without even realizing it. The thing is, like when I lost the 20 kilos, it was more of like a span of like a year, I guess. I kind of started it off with like late 2019, just yo-yoing it through and then stopped. But I really took it seriously during the pandemic. And even after the 30-day challenge, you know, I still kept up with my fitness, and I was slowly learning about nutrition. And it was really cool because I was also sharing this sort of journey with my sister as well, because she was really getting into fitness. Having someone in close proximity where you can actually just, you know, talk about all these things is nice. I never really realized that I made progress until I actually decided to put a progress picture side by side. You know, in the late 2018 when I was like severely overweight to like the current picture that I took. I know the physical aspect is more obvious, but I think what I truly feel grateful the most is the mental aspect of it. Like I always say, if I can take a before and after picture of my mindset and mentality before and after the weight loss, I would love to see that, because there's so much change. Like I feel like I had a different perspective in terms of like lifestyle. When I started out my fitness journey, all I wanted to do was just to be slim, but now I just want to be strong. I would be lying if I said, oh no, I don't have any aesthetic goals, but I think ultimately my goal is just to be stronger and healthier. There's nothing wrong with wanting to lose weight, but that's not the only sole purpose and reason of why someone is working out. Like sometimes you just want to work out for a better life. It helps with our mental health. You get fitter and healthier and stronger. To me, that's all it matters. And it is completely okay to love yourself right now while still working on to bettering yourself. I still have a long way to go, and you know, I have like different goals right now, and you know, I started the gym. I started like last year actually, and I've learned so much, and I'm still learning. I'm pretty much still a newbie, so you know, whatever you're hearing is just my personal experience. I'm not like a certified professional nutritionist or personal trainer or whatsoever. It's just basically sharing with you guys, you know, what I went through, my weight loss journey. I realized that at the end of the day, it is a lifestyle change, and I'm completely okay with that. Right now, I'm just focusing on moving my body every single week, and also just taking care of my nutrition. To me, that's the part where I struggle with a lot still. I hope you guys found this video helpful in a way, or you resonated with some of the stuff that I talk about. Now, this is just, you know, my personal weight loss journey. It is indeed a lifestyle change, and I still have so many things to learn and unlearn as well. But I just cannot wait to get fitter and stronger, and also just show like the good parts and also the bad parts of the journey with all of you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!